there, Lindsay here, the Frugal Crafter, and today we're going to paint some lupin, which is a flower from the great state of Maine, and they were just in bloom, and I was seeing them everywhere, and I have had a couple requests to paint some. So what we're going to do is work on a dry piece of paper. This is just a Canson watercolor card. I like to use these because they are just great for doing my quick paintings. So I'm using my koi watercolors because I just want to kind of get used to them, and I haven't done too many actual paintings. I've just done one other painting with it. So what I've got here is some crimson, and I'm just going to dab in the shape of this flower, which is basically a cone. I'm just using my round brush, and I'm using the natural shape of the brush to tap, 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 and they kind of have rows of blossoms, and they kind of make kind of a cone like that. And just to give it a little bit of extra, I don't know, fanciness, I'm going to grab a little purple and I'm going to add right into some of the blossoms. And you could mix it out, but since I have this koi set and I'm really kind of seeing what it will do, I'm using the pre-mixed color. So if you are mixing your own, use alizarin crimson plus ultramarine blue to make a lovely purple. And then I am going to, and you can actually, if you want, you can put in some stems. This is a burnt umber. If you have burnt sienna, you could add a little bit of ultramarine blue to it, and just throw a stem in there and kind of let the colors just mingle and bleed together. Don't fuss about that, please. And I'm going to throw in a couple other little stems here. And let's go with a little bit of ultramarine blue, because this comes in a bunch of different colors. So I'm just going to go with the ultramarine. If you want, you can start with the bigger petals on the bottom. And I'm keeping the paint pretty juicy because I know I want to mix other colors into it. I hope it's helpful for you to see my palette there. I think I'll actually bring this one down a little bit lower so it looks like it's a little bit closer to the viewer. And again, I'm going to add the purple into that. And I was mentioning, noticing I just did a tutorial on a beach, tropical beach scene with these colors. I noticed they're more opaque than other brands. Please excuse the water pump. I snuck down here to do these tutorials today, and so the rest of the house is going about their business, and that includes using the plumbing, turning on water and whatnot, taking showers. So it's going to be a beautiful week, and I want to take advantage of all the beach days. So I'm just doing a couple tutorials today so I can have them post throughout the week for you. Don't want to leave you high and dry while I'm out enjoying myself on the beach. Oh, plus I am one of those people that kind of has to create daily, or I really feel like I'm missing out on something. So if we have some lupins that haven't quite blossomed all the way yet, they're going to be kind of green. So let's take a little bit of, we'll do a little bit of green here. We're going to start at the top and just kind of tap it. And then we can go over to some pink. And bring them in there. And these just grow wild along the side of the road and the fields. They're just really awesome. They're so pretty. And they're just a wildflower. I've seen people use these in weddings, and they're so pretty. And maybe just another little green one over there just to kind of bookend it, kind of like give it a little bit of a frame. And they bloom for a while, probably about 2 weeks, 2 or 3 weeks, you'll see the lupins out. Lilacs are also a pretty one. I didn't get any lilac. The lilac season was weird this year because it was, we had such a cold spring, and usually I can pick lilacs at my mother's house on Mother's Day, and they just were not out and about yet. Alright, so now I want to throw in some of the grasses around here. I'm going to do some spiky leaves. I get a little bit of green, a little bit of the ultramarine blue to that, just to kind of just want to kind of throw in a few of them here and there. I don't want to I don't know what's the word. I don't want to downplay any of those. You know, I got some filbert brushes on sale. I don't use filberts very much, and I thought I would do a tutorial with those, which I will, but not today because I've already started with these. I just wanted to scrape in some of the stems because I'd kind of lost some. And I kind of want to throw in a little contrast, so what I'm going to do is make a nice dark green with some ultramarine and some of that green I've already been using, because I like to reuse the same colors over and over again, and just kind of throw in a little bit of dark towards the back of these, just some dark fieldy grasses. I'll really want to keep it nice and light and fresh though, because this is the type of thing that you'd want to bring your little travel set of watercolors and maybe a couple postcard size pieces of paper or watercolor cards with you. This is an ideal subject to sketch. And if you live in an area where, you know, there's parks that you can go and you can sit and you can sketch, this is just a wonderful subject. Alright, I think that's about all I want to add to that. Maybe just a little bit of watery ultramarine up here to kind of maybe show there might be some sky in the distance. My water bucket is really dirty. I need to go add some, need to go clean that out before I do anything else in the studio, I think. I'm just going to see, I'm just working around it. I'm working all at once on dry paper, quick sketch. You know, don't be afraid to do those. I know most of my tutorials are quick tutorials, but I mean, this is like super, super quick. And really, that's all there is to it. I hope you enjoyed this, and I really hope it helped you grab the paints, open them up, grab a piece of paper, and paint, because that's the way you're going to learn, not just by watching tutorials, but by actually painting. I want to thank you so much for watching. Please give me a thumbs up if you enjoyed this tutorial. Tell your friends, hit the subscribe button so you don't miss any other ones. And of course, as always, happy crafting.